I had the pleasure of putting my daughter to sleep. And when she leaves the room, she waves at the person. And this time she waved at my beautiful wife, Mandy, over here. She blew a kiss. And I carried her down to her room and I rocked her to sleep. Her head was right there. And right before she slept, I said, "Can you give Daddy a kiss?" And she looked at me, she lifted her head off my shoulder, and she gave me a kiss. And then she drifted to sleep, like her ancestors have done thousands of years prior to each and every one of us showing up. It's a beautiful night. And while she was sleeping in between her breaths, I made her a promise once again that I've been promising her ever since she was born, 17 months ago. I made a promise that the fight has to end with her. She can't. She cannot fight for the same things that we're fighting for today. There's no way around it. She can't. I cannot pass that on to my daughter. You cannot pass this on to your children and grandchildren. You can't. This has to be resolved within our time. There's no other way around it. I asked myself many times, what would I say in a room like this? Back a little over 100 years ago, my great-grandfathers, Patrick Stevens and Andrew Wesley, sat on the banks of the Albany River. And they greeted the commissioners. And they signed it, Treaty Number 9. They didn't know how to read and write the language that was on there. So they trusted the people that came from this place. And what did they hear? They heard by agreeing to living together, they were going to live in Bamatsiwan. Or Bamatsuan, as they say in Anishinaabe. Bamatsiwan or Bamatsiwan means the good life. When we embark on this journey together, we're all going to live a good life. So my great-grandfathers believed in the people that came from this place. And they said, yes, we believe you. We're going to enter this agreement, we're going to live together. Because we want a good life. And when my great-grandfather signed that treaty, they signed it for me. They signed it for Talon. They signed it for these two beautiful people up over here, Catherine and Nico. And when the commissioner signed that treaty, they signed it for the rest of you. That we all get to reap the benefits of living together. Each and every one of us. And when the signatures hit the parchment, it came with responsibilities. My responsibility, and your responsibility, and your responsibility and yours. If we live in these lands under treaty territory, we have a collective responsibility as well as an individual responsibility to do our part to live in Bamatsiwan. I have a responsibility to make sure that my daughter lives the good life. But I also have a responsibility to make sure that your son does too. And your daughter does too. And your grandchild does too. It's my responsibility. And it's your responsibility. My daughter represents the 5th generation of a treaty signatory. Her great, great, great grandfathers signed that treaty. I'm the 4th generation. For 4 generations. We've been asking for the same things. For 4 generations. We haven't been necessarily making recommendations, but we've been reminding you of your obligation. Not as a government. Not as a person sitting in that room over here, but as a citizen of this great, rich province of Ontario. What your treaty obligation is. And that, like me, like these children, like the children at home, you have a responsibility to make things right. I come this morning, I'm completely overwhelmed. I got news this morning that a young man, 27 years old, Poplar Hill, took his life this morning. you lost another young person. And if you take the time to cry, cry. You take the time to get angry, get angry. Scream. Wrap your arms around somebody and ask for a hug. And once you're done feeling some pain, I encourage you and I welcome you to take action. To say, you know what, I'm not just going to feel, I'm going to do something. This part of my body isn't going to move, but the rest of my person is. I will take action to make things right. And when a young person decides not to fulfill the prosperity within this great province of Ontario, I take that person. And because we live together, you should too. Uko spoke this morning about being an outsider. I respectfully disagree. Because when we promise to live together, we promise to live together in that sacred circle. You all belong in that circle. When we journey forward, the only way we're going to do this right is if you walk with me. And the only way we're going to get to that cherished land of Pamatsiwan, you have to walk with me. We have to do it together. And when we do it together and we journey forward together as members of that sacred circle, we are going to uncover the type of prosperity that we could never have imagined within this province. And the foundation where these buildings lie right now, that's currently cracked and shattering before our feet, will be repaired. Within our lifetime, this can be done. Within our lifetime, Pamatsiwan can be a reality. Within our lifetime, we can fulfill our cherished spot in the sacred circle. You and me. You and me.